2. My name is Senna Abigail Lee. That's my full name. I make art because it makes me feel happy, calm, and creative. When I was in preschool, these two twins came to my class, and when I saw their work, I was really impressed, and I started to copy them. At first I was bad, but then I kept getting better and better, and then I kind of changed my work. I didn't want to copy someone else's art. I wanted to make my own kind. So this is an acorn with a leaf, and I drew it with three colors. When I'm feeling sad, I can make a card that shows a picture of blue, and that is like a color of sadness, and that can express my feelings to other people. Before my little sister was going to be born, I wanted to make a present for her, and I was thinking, and then I made an idea. I was going to make a book for her, and it was called Rainbow Colors. And I worked so hard on it, and I was so excited before because I couldn't wait to see what the art piece was gonna look like. It feels like that it tells her, that my little sister, that I'm full of colors and you are too, and we'll be like a rainbow sticking together. The most important thing about her is her love, and I think she will like the color purple when she grows up. In my future, I think that I'll be a great artist and a famous one, and I'll get a lot of money for my family.
My name is Marley Baum, and I'm 17 years old, and I am a student and artist. I first started becoming very interested in art when I took a painting class at my school. It wasn't the actual class that inspired me, but I sat right next to this girl, and her name was Raina, and she was just so good at art, and it was just very inspiring. I always really loved art, but I'd never actually tried to do it, and then meeting her really inspired me to just start painting. That year I asked for all my painting supplies for Christmas, and then quarantine hit, and that's kind of how art started for me. I just started doing it every day and improved. I think what is individual or special about my art is the fact that I was self-taught. I think that made me develop ideas before developing skills. I started just from painting things in my head. I remember one of my paintings, I was in my shower and my vision got all weird, and I saw a red dot, and I was like, I'm gonna paint a red dot with a face in front of it. I definitely think I've always been a creative person. I feel like I've been kind of forced to be creative in a way because I am a twin, and it's so hard to be seen as a different person, and I've always tried very hard to be a different person and show my creativity. Art is necessary in my life because I feel like if I wasn't creating art, I really don't know what I'd be doing at all. If I didn't have art, I would be sitting in my bed rotting all day, doing nothing, and then I'd go to school, rot in my bed some more, go to work, rot in my bed some more. I just feel like there would be nothing, because as sad as it is to say, I feel like it's the only thing I've found an immense interest in. Yeah, it's really just what makes me happiest. The feeling I feel when I am actively creating art, it kind of just makes me still. It's almost like meditation. and I love that feeling. I think for me, going to school for art instead of something that will make me unhappy is very important. I feel like there is definitely a big stigma around going to school for art-related things. To say something is only worth like money value, monetary value, is so sad that we all think that way, and people are going to school for things that they maybe don't even love just to make a lot of money. I'd rather be happy and not that rich than be sad and extremely rich. So.
I'm Sina Ditona. I am a muralist.
I'm Paul Jimenez, also a muralist and co-founder of Ground Floor Murals.
I think we've both always been interested in art our whole lives.
But I never really gave myself a chance to let myself be an artist, because I thought it was an unrealistic idea. And during COVID, at the same time we got fired, and we didn't really know what to do. We were kind of down on our luck and down in the dumps, and all we really knew that we could do is practice drawing. So I went to my mom's backyard and I painted a rooster. That was the first time I'd ever painted anything with spray paint. Fell in love with it immediately. I told Sina that she should join me and get on board with this spray paint thing. And then we went from my mom's backyard to my aunt's backyard to an alley to another alley, and then I just kind of kept going, and now we're here almost 3 years later.
It's really cool to see before we paint a wall, there's trash on the ground, nobody really hangs out around it or pays any mind. It's just a regular blank wall. And then once there's a piece of art there, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Just something to look at, something to think about. People will pay attention to that wall, to that alley, and driving by our old murals, we see there's not so much trash on the ground.
I think we both view the world as such a place to make art. You know, I truly think you can make art anywhere with anything, and if you see it that way, I don't know. The world just seems more beautiful. You know, you look around and you really see how wonderful it is to be alive.
Sometimes that's all it takes, is someone else believing in you, and for me that was really honestly Paul. Paul was really the one who helped me believe that it was possible.
I'm a firm believer that art is a perspective. Art is everything, honestly, if you see it that way. You know, so I see art in everything, because you know everything, meaning exists because you provide it. You know, so it's like I think of everything as art because that's how I want to see the world. So
the sidewalks you walk on, the streets, the guitars you play, the cars you drive, the school you go to, the way your tree is planted in front of your house, it is all art. Art is the only, I feel like, real consistent thing that will always be there. I would like to tell the world to take artists more seriously, because they're not all crazy, and some of them just finally found something that really makes them feel good.
It inspires me, and it makes you feel happy.
Because, you know, art makes you think, and art inspires you. So who is anyone to keep that from everybody else?